Well, the numbers are in and it's official. The FlyLady experiment has come to an end and I have the results coming up next for you. Well, hello friends, I'm Mary Beth with At What Cost, where simple living and deep faith go hand in hand. And yes, the FlyLady experiment has come to an end. The results are in, the numbers have been calculated, and it turns out I 100% still don't like cleaning. But I did find that it was a lot easier to do it. So we are going, I can lose these now. So I want to cover today all of my thoughts on the FlyLady system, what I plan to do going forward, and if you stay to the end of the video, or if you click on the timestamp in the description, you can hear our big announcement. So first of all, I really enjoyed the 15-minute time limit for each day. So I typically would clean Monday through Friday, and I would do 15 minutes each one of those days, breaking up different tasks as I went from zone to zone, depending on which week it was. That aspect of it, I think, was great because I typically would have spent all day Saturday or several hours on a Friday trying to get my house ready for guests or just trying to do some of those cleaning tasks in general. And I never got through everything that I needed to in those very sporadic bursts of long cleaning. Overall, I think this experiment with the FlyLady system went really, really well in our home. I definitely touched areas that I have either not done before or it's been quite a while since I have done them. And it just kind of made me a little bit more aware of what was happening in our house and where those spots that really tend to collect the dirt or the clutter, it really helped to kind of expose some of that to my attention because like everyone else, I can totally get sidetracked. Hello?
Hi, is this Mary Beth McGee?
Yes. Surprisingly, not about my car warranty. So going through systematically from room to room in our home and having laid out tasks that I knew that I was going to be doing, having all of the things that I needed for them, it really helped to kind of expose some of those areas that I sometimes forget about just with cleaning. Now, let's talk a little bit about what I did not particularly enjoy with the FlyLady experiment. So first of all, like I said, the cleaning. Just cleaning. I don't like to clean. I'm not one of those people who just gets great satisfaction in perfectly scrubbed places. I don't enjoy living in filth. Don't get me wrong. I don't enjoy that. But I really dread cleaning tasks. I don't like doing it. I would much rather be doing something more creative and fun and energizing or studying or something, anything, literally anything. I would literally like to do anything but clean. But it is a task that we have to do in caring for our homes. And I do think that this was a really good way to tackle that. Now, as much as there was flexibility and I did enjoy that aspect of it, I still had to modify it a little bit, either because of my working schedule and just having some days where I was working a little bit later and it meant that I had to kind of put those tasks off. I did have some times where I just did not have the 15 minutes to go do it, but the next day I did have a little extra time and could kind of carry over some of that time. And there were certainly times where decluttering was top priority in that zone and it took up a lot of my time. Mainly look, if you watched my office video, you can tell this is cleaned off now. Very happy. So even just in having that flexibility to declutter or to be cleaning, I still was in a different area of our home doing different tasks over the last 5 weeks. That I did break up the kids' rooms into the different days. So one day out of the week For that 15 minutes, I spent time in one kid's room, and then the next day I went to the other kid's room so that I could have a good 15 minutes with each one of them, trying to go from room to room and get them engaged and have them clean up so that I could vacuum and dust and all of the things. I just could not go through the tasks individually like I did in the other zones. But breaking it up and being specifically with that one child for that increment really helped in not only getting things cleaned up, but it also gave us a little bit of one-on-one time, and I particularly enjoyed that. So overall, I would say that the zone cleaning experiment was a success. I mean, my house is cleaner, and that's pretty much the only thing I really wanted to get out of it. Now, when it comes to daily tasks and weekly tasks, I have pretty good routines around those things, and especially in the more common areas, a lot of those weekly tasks I do just throughout the week naturally as I go. So when I'm clearing off my kitchen counters, I'm always just wiping everything down, tidying up the mail, and vacuuming, mopping, all of those things I just would already be doing. When it comes to our daily tasks, now I will be honest, I don't get dressed to shoes all of the time. I have been working from home for the last 5 years now, and I actually enjoy being able to work in casual clothes most of the time, and I don't typically wear shoes when we're in our home, and I don't want to have anything to do with like inside shoes and outside shoes and whatever. It works for me. I'm still managed to be productive, and I just didn't incorporate that part into my system. So to wrap up the FlyLady experiment, I will continue to do this, but first, I really want to look into the Clean Mama version. Robin over at Minimalist Home has a great video on FlyLady versus Clean Mama. So I would encourage you to check it out. I will leave it in the description below, but I'm going to give it a try and I will let you know how it turns out. Probably not a dedicated series, but I certainly want to let you know when I find something that I really enjoy. Now for the big announcement. So beginning August 1st, I will open up the channel membership feature here at the channel. Now, it's important to note that nothing will change about our Friday videos. I will still continue to offer weekly videos on Friday that look at simple living through a Christian lens. But I do have a unique opportunity with this channel membership to build community even further, and we have got some great community here, friends. But I think we can go a little further with Bible study and some of those topics by opening this channel membership feature. Now, there is another opportunity with this that I think may interest you. So for a long time, I have been looking at Compassion International as a way for our family to support mission work. So through Compassion International, you're able to sponsor a child, which will help to care for their medical needs, their educational needs, nutrition, and provide them with Christ-centered guidance. So along with the other benefits of this channel membership, like our Bible study videos every Sunday, live Q&As, and a few other benefits that we'll talk about over the next few weeks, we'll also be sponsoring children through Compassion International, and you will get regular updates through the channel membership on those children because it's specific children. It's like an individual kid that we can correspond with and have updates about. And so it's a really unique kind of mission. And I think one that will be really fun to do through this channel membership. So as I mentioned, we will go through all of the benefits and all of the nitty-gritty details over the next few weeks. So be sure to subscribe if you have not already. Now, if you would like more information on the FlyLady experiment that I did, you can click the playlist right up here. And if you're just getting started on your decluttering journey, or you've just found our channel here, I'd love for you to click the playlist right down here. It can give you all of the information so that you can link arms with us and walk forward in simple living and also deepen your faith. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.